Yes, we are live. Fambulem, I bring on a warm and massive greetings from the TNN TV media empire. The platform, they go through some changes, but of course, we'll keep you informed that as in a name change. But the main thing today is a program where we promise you now with the income, which is a part two to last week's program. So today na the 22nd of November. It's a Monday, 22nd of November, 2023. And we quickly arrive to a critical point inside the year, at the end of the year, which is Christmas. So I wish we many fans them, of course, which we will see over the coming weeks, but a Merry Christmas in advance. But more serious are issues of our time. And as we promise we like for keep to we promise. So again, we bring on a part two to a very important program. We have been an interview where we hold between the platform and four people who were prosecuted, four Sierra Leoneans who were prosecuted for crimes against humanity, if you like. And then currently they serve jail sentence na Rwanda, ranging from 25 years, I believe, to 45 years. Last week we interviewed the first two. And today we show the other two. And the other two for today, now Brigadier, IUF's Brigadier Maurice Kallon and couple Santigie Borbor Kanu, we in name as he was well known during the interregnum na 5-5. So once again, the time on my side is 5 past 10. And this is the TNN TV media empire. We are not touch that dial and help for share. Thank you. Okay, so like I say, let's bring the program on. And let us not forget that this program was very interesting, very important. Thank you. And I just want to remind, and I go get for apologize for the poor audio quality, please. But I believe the program, so please, apologies for the poor audio quality. There's another program coming up today. It's politics, economics, and social issues, current state of affairs in the country. We talk about everything, including the white paper, and it's by Koroma, President Bio, everybody will be talking about just politics generally. In the meantime, let's go back to music while we switch gear for bringing the final two guests there. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us share the video, please. Please, let us share the video. Let us share this video. Let's go far and wide. Like thousands and thousands of people watch this now on our host presenter, Prince Emil Koma. So while we wait, got Tom, if you want call, you know, on that number on. If you watch the program, you will get for call 074 3200 074 3200 2628 on WhatsApp only. And anyone else who want for call, please use the WhatsApp number what they provide now, which is 074 3200 28. That are the only way we will reach out. If you get questions for the guests, let me know. If you get questions for me, let me know. In the meantime, we are going to shape the video and then we'll continue for interact in the chat room because my opinion does matter and I will read few more shortly. For the then and now, this is Kuma, the presenter, the top two October 2020. They interviewed 4 people then from all the way in Rwanda, Kigali, in prison, where they serve sentences for crimes against humanity. They don't serve plenty of time, but not ever plenty for the victim. Then we know that. But to err is human, to forgive is divine. Where is our humanity is the question here today. So once they settle down for that, begin with them. Tune in, old tune, Galula, please. So that was the interference, and it brings me. Well, all the way to Rwanda, it was in the south and the south. So speak to them beyond the fence. As we speak today, we speak to them beyond the fence, all the way to Rwanda. Okay? So then committed against humanity, and this is serious. But the question here today is, where is our humanity? Should we forgive? Should we try to move on and go beyond point? Have we not enough as a people? How do we put the pieces together in part of the person? This is the question. To err is human. Okay? I mean, to err is human. To forgive is divine. From the inception of time, man, na in the act in felt man, na in the cause damages. General, the henchmen, the Nazis, but people away commit genocidal charges, and go and prosecute them for crimes against humanity. Does it end the story? For example, will that give them the opportunity to leave power, or will they take down the country with them because the choice is limited or it doesn't exist at all? That here is, does it really help to build the peace? So in Sierra Leone, we saw a war fought 29 years ago, almost 3 decades ago. Yes, but that was 3 decades ago. And in war, terrible things happen. But here I speak to men today who are still serving sentences, and they spent almost 20 years. It would never be enough, by the way, but the question is, where is our humanity? On this note, Famulem, I want to turn to the other final 2 men for tonight. We happen for B. I will ask them for introduce themselves. Of course, I get the names and I can five. Then I'll turn to Maurice Kallon in the first place. Mr. Kallon, you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I do very well.
Okay, brilliant. I want to let you know, say you did live and the entire world, they watch you. That some they see you live now, some get for watch you later, and I can assure you, say thousands of people get for watching all two owner all that. You know exactly why we are here, Mr. Kallon, but before we go to that, you know the story where you want to tell this on our two. And it's because you get for show penitence, you get for show atonement, you get for reconcile with the inside you get for show a contrite spirit, ask for that forgiveness. So briefly, how, first of all, if you can introduce yourself and pose me a question, just tell Fambule.
Yes, hello Fambule. I go in a Maurice Hassan Kallon from where I serve special court prison town at Rwanda, Manda prison to be precise.
Manda prison.
Manda.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Kallon. I can write to you. The man to your right. Will you introduce yourself, please, sir?
Yes, from Lado, yes, Santigie Borbor Kanu, 55, where they serve a work time sentence in Rwanda, where they are Manga prison.
Manga prison, okay. Make I begin with you, 55. That was such a careful name, that was a powerful name. Give us a brief narrative how waiting at this 55, who's this name from waiting
This 55 it comes to be a popular name now. As I don't recall still, soldier, police, only civilian are for la bourse of 55. 55 na me soldier number 1919 na me the most senior man who train of 500 train under crew be na sorry na Benguma and 200 in and I get the most senior number from 4955 with SLA 1816 4955. So as I can say, when you go to school, so man must have you make it. And most of the students now for the top, they even say, but 55 is the computer is be minimum of Santigie Borbor Kanu, but not the one. But most of the students, they are even some officer they know 55. And 55, I'm sure the number. So anything like that, also a nickname, even as police soldier, you don't see that I'm not sure the number.
Okay. Santigie Borbor Kanu, aka 55.
Yes, sir.
The benefit of this interview, when at the name way, like how you said, don't talk about. If you don't mind, you only once in a while, I will call you other name, but I will call you mostly 55. Okay. And just before I ask my first question to Mr. Maurice Kallon, I just want to respond to the chat room briefly. Somebody writes they want to ask a critical question, and then Mr. Bayana Bay Kamara. And the critical question is, how are we sure that these guys are truly remorseful? Yes, indeed, like you say, it is a critical question. But body language people and able for tell. Voice language people and able for tell, and this is how you tell from the way how they position themselves, how they talk, and they talk. And largely from a logical point of view, you get to see why these people went into the war, how they became commanders or what they attracted to the war, and etc. And 30 years on, if you don't go self-sentence, you know, yeah, you fumble, you family, you this, you that, and the war was lost. And largely the war looks to win now, even though it makes sense from the beginning. I mean, if you know remorseful, then I don't know what thing will make you remorseful. So now that point of view I come from it. This is just my personal opinion. Everybody else is entitled to theirs, but you for back up with the references and citation. Thank you very much for that contribution, Mr. Kanu. God bless you for your patriotism, Mr. Kuruma. Thank you very much, sir. Post sound system. Okay, I'm sorry about the post sound system. I don't know whether I don't improve, Mr. Bayou Alpha. Sylvia, volume, please. Okay, please. Let me see whether we can get more volume. I don't know whether this don't help. I don't know whether the volume is okay. The fumble in general, is the volume okay? No, when they get the guests there clearly, they can know as well, please. So, because this is CCTV Media. Fumble again, today, the 4th of October 2020, coming to you live from the then and now TNN Media Empire with two special people. Mr. Maurice Kallon, at the time, on top, I will use some language that we know really palatable, but I didn't describe the then.
a henchman or top man where, according to what you understand, Usa you so now as a consequences of actions them where you take, where you direct, under your command, and belonging to a group known as a rebel front. For begin with, sir, how come you joined the RUF? How did journey look like? How you end up being RUF?
Before 1991, I was in Liberia, in SLA, Liberia Armed Forces. When the war changed in Liberia, we were the emergency recruit where those recruited. But later, when the war go against they go against those and we fled down to the rebel hold zone to go to Abidjan. So when I heard the emergency call of RUF, that there's a group called RUF, the park called for the Sebana Sanko, and they called the RUF to go for come and salvage the political situation. So now this is how I joined the RUF. So we are taken to a camp called Camp Nama in Lofa County. There we are from 1989 to 1990. So we've been there on to that time in March 23rd, at the time we begin our first attack in Bomaru, in Kallon district. So I end up joining the RUF. My number in that RUF was 118. That was my recruit number. Did you get me, sir?
Yes, we get you loud and clear.
So that is how I joined the RUF from Liberia Armed Forces to Revolutionary United Front.
Okay, many thanks, Kallon, you know. But a quick question for you, because I get a bit confused right there. Did you say you were a member of the LFA, LAF, Liberia Armed Forces?
Yeah, I was recruited in the army as a Liberian soldier. When the war get to hit, the NPFL war get to hit, the emergency recruitment go we are doing in capital city of Monrovia. So we are the people victims who fall into that. So I was trained in Liberia to fight against the rebel. When the war was so serious, we deflected to the rebel zone.
Okay. And prior to you joining the Liberian Armed Forces, what were you doing? Pardon me for ask. I'm just kind of interested in the Liberian story because I understand the Liberian story a little bit.
Actually, me, I was still in Liberia. My father, elder brother, water formula. He was one superintendent in Firestone. So, and he was in Kakata. It is Kakata we are staying. All along there, I attended primary school to high school level, until 9th grade before coming to Australia to continue my secondary school education.
So, from the Liberian Armed Forces, how you been the RUF? I didn't quite get that part because you signed on with the Go Army when NPFL was pressing to Liberian territory and capturing territory after territory, and end up being just a quick one. How the transition take place, please?
When the war pressed on Monrovia, we put down the combat. Then I took the road back to Kakata, where my parents was still. So upon arriving in Kakata, one of us, a young brother, he was a teacher in a Catholic school in Kakata. He was the one informing about the RUF movement. In fact, he was the one who took me to the Tony camp, where they call Camp Nama in Borbor Kanu. He was the one who took me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So now I turn to Santigie Borbor Kanu, aka 55. Your name, very famous name. I mean, it be all over the place. Tell me the story, because you know SLA and Fabule, we need for a distinction between the RUF from the period two. Before I ask the question, in fact, I want ask for the soul of the departed, what are them women in a jail. And Fabule, we get forgiven in spirit. I mean, the man is half sentenced, but he died. And then Alex Tambabrima, alias Gullit, another famous name. Of course, he passed away. If you wish him evil and you wonder where's your humanity, but we on this platform ask, let God get good, good. May the sins that he committed on this earth, be forgiven. Then God grant him channel. We also know one of the people we deal with now when released on the basis passionate whatever, because I think they fail. So the government don't interfere, so he's going home. Back to you, 55. 55, tell me your story quickly from Sierra Leone Army to AFRC and then Bush. What's in this story, 55, please?
Well, the story not long. The story short. Good. From the Sierra Leone Army, you don't want to know, say, during the turn of the MPRC, we get SLBG, or then to show them, people them show you the road for what attacked areas. From there now, like you show the road, then you don't make the main track. Then the troop of the food security, the road, you put doing the whole effects. We get that we can copy that they know that's that the noise. So the man that they let ambush for me. So if I will use the field, I will push push on. So when the Chica come now, the show was for attack the RAF there. But some can't come there now. It was baffled. So then is but it was the army. It is the most commander attack you or specifically attack you. So when if you die, that's if you die, that one is silence. Even when it's also army, now they move up. If you feel attack also on this specific, no immediately, you officer and you so this thing becomes so baffled. And that time the chief of staff, when I released Maxkanga, and the CDS on the chief of staff, when I released Asako. After ça commence le zone de la bière. Comme la bière now, the first minister avec then également il doit forget my bag. For my bag
Sorry, I'm you right there. Sorry for interject. Did you say you have been personal bodyguard to Strasser? That's interesting. Anyway, carry on with the story, please. Thank you.
Mr. President, the Senate from Monrovia. From Monrovia now, I did Monrovia about 1 year so much. From Monrovia for Kanu. I had to fight him. And in fact, I'm the next flag for Kanu. Kanu. From Mambana, we did and so on. Come, Charlie. All the actually, the fact you show, call it the commander. When I talk to when you that time 1997, that's 6, the Hukumat became Arabic 91. Is that supposed to go on? Then now so this when I call it chief of staff when I'm Maskanga, we cannot also This story, but I'm just a complaint. Complaint, I'm not going to say, I want to the first minister. What I've been done and chicken and Roma. But that is wonderful because it kill you. Then the man who is the soldiers, it kill you. Those that this thing become baffled. So from there again, the army intervened. When the army intervened, I was in Nigeria, they called me. So here I found myself in the AFRC.
Right. Okay. Another question to you is, okay, you find yourself in the AFRC and you seem to occupy a very key position that will make you a very attractive person and a person of interest. First, you were a senior bodyguard to former head of state, Captain Valentine Strasser, and then you end up with the AFRC and being very close to the corridors of power for a few months where Captain Johnny Paul Kuruma. Waiting at the correlation, the Valentine Strasser group now they're still being connected with the Johnny Paul group, or this was just army people generally? And waiting have been this fight about? Why is it the army take over and then, I mean, Strasser in term, Madabio overthrow hand over power, Johnny Paul come back again, you know, and try for take power. Give me a little bit of if you will, please.
Well, that's story there. I'm not for mention now because that's just a couple. Even when I talk about what I saw, the Mala Bio, they give me, it's like the president of Salon. And then I'm a personal bodyguard. What the look of council mixing that will get to source out the Sudan. So the all Johnny Paul have been this thing rather than a small officer. That so that's the Mala will come. From the other side, between Johnny Paul and Mr. Brigadier Bio, so there is a difference. Not that the difference I mean, they are soldiers, they are the same. They are senior officers.
Okay, many thanks for that. I want to come quickly to why you end up where you is right now. Obviously, you may say the story is short and the rest of it, but you serve a major sentence. And you don't serve many years now in prison far away from home. How you became involved in waiting eventually you become indicted? What you do the indicted? What are you crying?
Well, this the not in the question 5 June. If you ask Salos Leader now, 5 amount is what is showing remorse. I've kept up to now. I'm showing remorse. So all the people there salute. Me and I'm going to do question back, but you know when the person come, when they reach 5, somebody I don't know how to come. Somebody at this time I will say that when they stop blood, no. If somebody come like this and they ship a message, say what? People look at me. So they
So 5 waiting you do. Yes, I know say you show remorse in part of
no, sir. This was watching the FRC commit. Should they commit?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm going for
5. Hang on. I agree now waiting the AFRC commit. But the AFRC was a bunch of people and you became part of this bunch. Okay? So that action they wouldn't commit. We didn't find, like gender, humanity, because you're not the school of that. So therefore, you happen to be one of the people in charge. Give me some of the work. In many cases, not all men they for charge. So or other commander in the field. So personally, I am asking you because you're speaking directly to the Sierra Leonean people. You so if you tell them, or you get for for meets to me, they also try for appeal to the current head of state because that way very powerful enough, we able for work. And this appeal will not try for me. Hopefully, God will put a blessing there and it will happen. But the Sierra Leonean people therefore understand because we personally show remorse. Now, where they admit, in sins, and then it's not time for blame game. It's just time for admitting, because you don't spend a long time there. So again, the question to you, sir, how you end up being where you are, waiting because in AFRC, but you are now we talk to the Syrian people.
Yeah, as I said, that the same. Now, what the AFRC commits? What should they?
Waiting and commit. Waiting and commit.
The crime was commit. The crime not for either. The crime commits.
So you personally take responsibility because remember say I hope you get what you're trying for saying now something at the time. It's about you. This is about you, sir. This is not the entire AFRC. AFRC a long time ago, and you are paying penalty for waiting the AFRC being committed, but you were a member of the AFRC, so therefore you get some responsibility. So that responsibility, now they try for that you show to the Sierra Leonean people. You know, therefore tell you say you caught somebody in aid, or you say somebody, not to that. And I ask you generally, waiting, some of we don't know waiting people. And we overthrow you don't have power for a while, they did a chance. And they asked Johnny Paul for resign, and Enoch resign, and they invade. This we were within at the sidelines, we don't know nothing. This is what we came for, understand. But then you did it on the inside, and that's to they ask you for 5-5.
I thought you are committed. Crime were committed, people were amputated. And the first, and they showed a compassion of those people. I'm not saying they should have crime. They commit crime. That's not either. Commit crime. I will give instance. Like the seven of the army. I don't want to be option now. Option now. Start allowing option up to what to show. I don't want that. Those names. But so they know me, yeah. But we have this option now. And I believe pro and I want to be born up. This is command on me. I just have been on a command as Musa. The other man to commit such scam. It doesn't know about command. And I was on a command. So do that so they carry the so not 5-5 behind the bunch and then the border. But what's what they say, look, could they push on it their way? Would they build it?
5-5, we will come to that, yeah, because then at the bottom line of the entire program, because you want to appeal to the Sierra Leonean people, but just like I've been saying, we just try for tailor the story. And now go to you, Mr. Maurice Kallon. You did some very interesting Liberia Armed Forces fought against NPFL for the late Brigadier Samuel Kayondo, and you end up with the RUF. Atrocities were committed clearly, and some of the reasons why you've been held in Rwanda jail from the Hague and the prosecution and the rest of it is because of atrocities that were commanded, and you have been senior commander. What do you get for tell the Sierra Leonean people in terms of your ruling, which was then coming to the now, where you don't spend all this time in a prison, and of course, anybody who don't spend this long time in a prison will be very remorseful, because when you look back, the things where you do where you cannot do any longer. But that was during a war, and inside war, bad things they happen. What is the exact role, Mr. Kallon?
Really, from the start of 1 March 23rd, I was promoted to start. I started the responsibility as a commander in the RUF rank from 1991 on the end of but in the Sierra, look at the RUF starting from the 23rd March 1991 to November 30, 1996. Really, RUF was savaging to bring stability, multi-party, there's no crime. That's why even the war crime they said there's no child start from 1991 to 1996. But really, with the emergency force, when the take over in April 1992, RDF leader called for immediate ceasefire, but Strasser did not adhere that ceasefire. Then when the Brigadier you took over, they went on that peace accord, but there's no chance today to leaders there for them to bring this to the country. So the emergency forming of the civil militia and bringing in the ECMO escalates the whole thing. Against the civil war, we carrying ordinary property. Earlier, we are carrying AK-47, what the civil militia, majority of them we are carrying just 9 or an hour. So people were ill, people homes were born, people were raped, women were raped, actually. So as a commander, even though I was not all over, but it was my responsibility as a commander to make sure my own area of command should be well smooth according to the rules of war. But really, because of this forming of these armed militias, they escalate. That was my role. I failed to do it. But on me, it is now this time I spent 15 years, 8 months in prison. I didn't reflect my own role of responsibility, failing to cite that situation. Actually, that was my problem. So in Rwanda, and then the Rwandese also trying to add another crime on me, what they call genocide. The problem we are facing, we are talking to the people of Sierra Leone to allow all return back to Sierra Leone and continue with the special conferences. Yes.
So how regretful are you, Mr. Maurice Kallon, about things that we have in our stance you have been senior commander? How remorseful you had? It's almost like the answer would be yes, but I just tempted for ask how many. Looking back, because you've had plenty of time for reflect, will you do things differently?
Actually, you are perfectly right. If I have a concern by getting it back to the life, really things will not go. We have deeply reflect on the wrongdoing of the RDF and myself, my own wrong role I played during that conflict. Even though we are fighting on the side of bringing multi-party democracy to Sierra Leone people. Today is great, but many crimes were committed actually. So the only thing I can tell the people of Sierra Leone is that we are asking the family of the victim and the people of Sierra Leone in general for forgiveness for our role in that civil conflict, for whom we
one question before I go part 5. You have been senior commander, and my question is a compound question. Where one, as a senior commander, you will get direct access to the leader, not so for the Sanko. Did you?
Exactly. Yes.
So you many times plan strategy and tactics. Did you?
Exactly.
So, Maurice, give us an inner core of Brad an inside perspective of the late police corps. A good objective. I try for pursue this war. Because there are so many rumors out there, but you've been very close to. Many times you talk to Ram and the rest of it, so you understand the man in mind. What do you want?
Really, putting Mr. Nasanko wanted is multi-party democracy, freedom of speech, justice in that country. country. That was what.
He said that many times publicly, so that's what we get for belief. But the reason why I ask you, because as a politician, as a rebel leader, some things can be hypocritical and deceitful. Peace, may Allah forgive his sins. The question again. Now that's really it stands for. That's the wanted. That's why he waged war.
Really, that's what is wanted. That's why you see from 1991 to 1996 there was no crime. Maybe the state of Australia not from no crime on that time. But for example, we are labeling people who were committing crime. Even when you are for example, say the war and killing. When you kill civilian, was a serious bitter for example. When you at that time, 1991 to 1996, one for example was in Sierra Leone, you are executed. He investigate you. When you found guilty, the evidence to rape a woman, you can be executed.
Wow.
So for this, the man of God that tried.
There was some level of discipline inside the rebel camp.
Sincerely, even the special court to do.
Thank you very much. 5-5.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You all the for the Sierra Leonean people. The current president, where I believe because all of the are very close to the former head of state, Captain Valentine Strasser, Johnny Paul. I mean, it's like the same circle of friends, discipline, uniform, SLA people. Directly to the Sierra Leonean people. Tell the Sierra Leonean people which in your mind, speak what you get to do, and we want to tell them as somebody will immediately.
Yes, then of course, the part that commander. What are the institutions are pulling? This whatever the time we don't do, where I don't count stuff for. Me from jail to jail. The only force for Kula that's alone. I go from Panama work to support. So from jail to jail. This 18 year. What do they say? I don't show compassion for those who don't pass away. May their soul rest in peace. Those who don't lost on them, may they have mercy. When they would always look at us, I believe saying, Salomon, we don't have a blessing. We don't eat a lot again for like again. So what are the big plan? Now that day. And now commander, you know me. Like inside, but this yeah, so at this year, now the social the only them like 18 very 56 years we are and they bring you like the country now. It's happy over there. Even so this Nigeria is jail. For right now, you want this them, not target you. Any show they say to all they complain, they say they any complaint they tell them to register, they say they lie.
So you already back interfere.
Already back intervene. If they let it back, the salon populaire, the parliamentary blame, they forgive we. Intelligence Council, civil society, the people of Sierra Leone at the north, south, the east, the west, wherever, better have mercy. We should also be more. It's in here. Yeah. I don't spend out of me life. It's in life. So they are taking a piece of the man. I'm not saying listen. I mean that would be Daddy, and she said the office there inside. The office of the special lady. Let's say inside. The office of the vice president with the big Salon Populaire. What are happy? Let them forgive me. And they said I will be an responsibility for every
we should have happened. Yes, we know that. Nobody like. So let us command this. If I see some side, I say, oh, that is still. This will ever happen again.
Okay.
I believe, say, even the man don't what I in jail or so. Instead of yes, some say, tell me.
Okay.
I believe, say, even the soldier, the police, that will take care of people now. And for so, now the civil money, okay. So we don't back then.
Okay, fine.
That's now I will treat it in dice, as you say.
Yeah.
One problema, the police, the police, you see, also, the also, by the cigar want to know, even any doctor said, oh, now this man, after the overcome.
Okay.
But remember, that's all that my dress, the man passed away.
Okay.
All political parties, all political parties are equal. There's no big.
Okay, 5-5. Okay, 5-5. Okay, 5-5. I think you've made an impassioned play, a poignant plea to the Ghanaian people, and I like the way how you put them because you appeal to the humanity, publicity, the president, the first lady, the second lady, and stakeholders then at the country, and you don't show remorse to the people as well. I will give you a chance for letting a round up 1 minute each, and that round or 4. So we don't need for move again. The other minutes each, and just the camera. So let me end the program today. I promise you, I say this to the last because it's a national duty, it's a civic responsibility for bringing to the Sierra Leonean people and things that will be happening yesterday, let them we're in action at the time. And this is East TV Media on this channel. So I get another program in 3 hours time, and we finally round up. So we're from each of them, and their final submission on this platform where we don't can interview them today. We'll give them 1 minute each for let them make their submission. I want to begin with you, Mr. So once I'm done with you, then you can move and General Issa can come, Bazi can come, and then if I don't do it, just like that, if you understand. But one question, Musa, Kallon, Maurice Kallon, somebody they asked on the platform, Maurice, somebody they asked on the platform whether you're not Liberian or you're not Sierra Leonean.
I'm a born Sierra Leonean from Old District in Lake Chidon, okay. But I grew up at Greater.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck set the record their states, and I'll just comment some people that will partake in the program. And please, let me share this one again, let multiply times 2. I think people they go up, unfortunately, till they come to an end. But I can promise you, say we will make further arrangements with them people there because they therefore continue to make the plea, the Syrian people, the president, and all the stakeholders in the country. Mr. Lawrence Fox, Usman T. Kamara, Aaron Pape. May God have mercy on these people. He was involved with the wrong government. He should explain what the crimes and activities he committed, not shroud himself on the cloth of the army. Anne-Marie Bintou Touré, and I believe that was to 5. Usman T. Kamara, he's saying the truth. I don't know what else he wanted to say. Let's give him a chance. Mr. Mohammed Kamara, let's give him his account, the conflict. Maybe he can understand the question better that way. Thank you very much. Anne-Marie Bintou Touré and all the other people that we tune into this program today. One able for call all the names. We salute you now, we greet you now. But one final 1 minute to everybody. But Mr. Kallon, I want to award 60 seconds to the Sierra Leonean people, people, and the victims there. 1 minute, please.
Your Excellencies, we sincerely hope to express our deepest remorse from the bottom of our heart to the victim of Sierra Leone for the civil war we faced. We do accept the crime we are committed by the different warring factions, the RBF, the FRC, the CDF. We acknowledge our own roles and responsibility for those crimes. apologize to our people, our government, and the people of Sierra Leone who suffer. They are coming to this economy. We call on all people in the world in conflict zone to respect peace mission. We are further asking the family of the victim in particular and the people of Sierra Leone in general for forgiveness. Our role is different, for which we feel deep remorse. We don't want to ask all to take to granted the pain of those who were men, those who were sexually abused, those who lost their loved one. The 18 years we have been in prison has given us opportunity to seriously reflect on our role in that civil conflict. We want to assure all Australians that we are totally informed.
Okay, many thanks for that. That was brilliant, please. 1 minute on the dot. 5-5. It's your turn for making final submission inside 60 seconds, please.
Yes, as I said, the submission not only in a pardon, but the people of Salon, even the president of Salon, the first lady, the second lady, the international council, the command chief name, civil society, and the four cardinal points of Salon, would be big. But they have massive for me. Not so we don't go back. We don't understand the obvious we don't go back because many have massive. We don't emotion. We don't show emotion. Nobody wants to be saying, no. We are at a big, as I say, at a maximum, come on this case, like the moment, and the second lady, the oil, and they have so far, those 5 lots. So money that was talk about which crime go today. They said, of course, 5-5. That didn't no more than arrest me. 18 years. I don't remember. So what can I say? Whether it a woman, man, whatever, gender, a big, family big, they are, but it's a lot forgive me. And almost in this, the efforts commits, I have compassion.
Okay, 5-5.
That's all. Thank you, sir.
No worries at all. Many thanks. It's a pleasure, brother. And let me hear from either General Issa or Bazi, one of the two. I don't know who that will go first.
Yes, sir. May I start?
Like Issa, you get what you need for making final case to the Sierra Leonean people. They've already stopped we talk yesterday. We don't tell them, say you must food, blah, blah, blah. But now finally, you get 1 minute for making the final case. We hang on this. So you try for making a plea. What would you say to the public and the president?
First, I extend thanks and to the for listening to me, and many brothers them, and I extend the sympathy to all the victims of the war today, the one who lost their loved one today, and I appeal to the president of Sierra Leone government. Let's go back from Rwanda to Sierra Leone so that we will continue for South sentence. No, because now what you will face with the punishment in prison and not to show special promise and sentence we manage with the president and the people them of Sierra Leone and forgive we will turn back and continue the sentence and so we ask for mercy. We ask for mercy and at the plea and the ask for compassion and let the people of Sierra Leone forgive me for the crimes there and the crimes that they are aware from.
A humble man, at this time. Look, family, which I want to say, not only humble people and people who are broken, that they will make them from the heart. I don't know how you see them, but after 18, 20 years of a young person's life in prison, sometimes it doesn't reform like somebody say, narration. So thank you, General Issa. like I say, we will continue to talk about these things. Maybe we'll get 2-3 other motion. Let me hear it from Bazi Kamara, then we'll close this program finally. Many thanks.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, God bless the country. Many thanks. Let me hear it from Ibo and Bazi. Yeah, Bazi, again, you yourself get 60 seconds for summarize. Okay, let me say you live be there on this, and the Brigadier, the retired Brigadier, they listen, and you want to make a plea the victims, them when they became a victim of an action them, what would you tell them inside 60 seconds?
First of all, I want to say thank you to Una who make this possible, for us to get this platform, for we talk to the people.
Many thanks.
Thanks to force, because if we not come with this, we're not going to reach out to people. Not only wait for this responsibility. Finally, we don't get any responsibility now, so we'll get this opportunity. Thank you. Brother, I will pay to the people of Sierra Leone, let them forgive me. As we don't serve 18 years behind bars since 2003. We pray that the people of Sierra Leone see. Let us give back for it. Don't go through a lot, You big and you are let us sorry for one of the brother. Yeah, so play more, for them this issue in the City, Salomon will enjoy the play room. And sister, the people of Salomon, my mind, papa, they are not sorry for me. When I talk on behalf, at least Salomon, no problem, and they go to left me, go to see family or love. Yeah, we saw this position, we said, when they see nobody. We started people in get the people in Ghana, but we the people in the same way, which is very sad. Here we begin, then it bring me back near there. Without salute, no change for me. Where I see a union. Here I pray. And they say sorry to victim. Everybody has a union victim punishment. So man, I mean one way now. If you found if you go down in friend and this one person must be affected in this one. If you have no activities in Sierra Leone, this is sorry, then forgive me. Okay, once again, I tell you, be the moderator.
No worries at all, brother. Thank you so much. And I want to thank yourself all the time and the risk for holding this conversation. There are few people really extend greetings to Una. I don't know whether you or somebody else. Somebody called J. Is Big Don. Your boy is here watching. Boy, God bless you seeing you today. So I shall say one of another talk to. Okay, yeah, talk to Una. Generally, I mean, the response is good, but I want to say thank you to Una. And like I said, we plan another time because gradually I have to talk about this over and over, probably 2 or 3 times. People then will get for change their mind as they watch Una body language for saying Una the show you must. But to me, generally, the question is, if you know, since 2 years, look back change, then obviously you are devil, and I don't think any of you guys are. So we need to move on.
Yeah.
I need to be part of the conversation. So thank you very much to Una on all, Moikiba and Basi and Isa and 55 Santigie Borbor Kanu. I want to say to you, and you guys stay and take care. Hopefully, God will put hand on this, and truly possible, something might touch somebody to take tomorrow for the days to come. Many thanks, guys, for that taking.
Thank you very much, my brother. Goodbye.
Then we don't come to an end of this particular program here today on the Then platform. Me now on a host in 2 hours and 3 minutes time again another major program for broadcast. So at 35 minutes time, Leona real politics when it comes to real politics, the white people and the corona. The current head of state, we can talk about issues, about politics, implementation of policies, outside government did misfire, outside government did fire. I mean, general things about this.
Right. Right, right. What a program. What a program. Let me just write the voice over and return back to Planet Reality. And Famulem, I want to say thank you so much to you guys for listening to this program, very important program. Of course, it's a historic one in many respects. It was recorded some time ago, I believe in 2020. And up to this day, it's still relevant because we got a couple of Sierra Leoneans serving prison sentences in a faraway land for actions that they committed about some 30 years ago. The intriguing thing about this entire exercise is some other people who have been in a position of responsibility are still walking free, are still free men and women. And some of the people and we actually know on print, black and white, cooperated with the peacemakers, allowed the process for play up, much to the chagrin rather, in detriment of them fellow people that will not be one piece, then decide to go against all the things that other people stand for and say, no, it's about time for peace. Some of them are serving these lengthy sentences in Rwanda, in Manga prison. The question here again today, as it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, and will be the day after today, is where is our humanity? How long more will these people serve? What's the essence of serving? Do we want them to rot away? And in saying this, I don't mean anything we didn't do was justified, but we say the prevailing circumstances at the time create the atmosphere in which senior people and when they walk free were responsible for, then decide in a political way and bear in mind that war is an extension of politics by some kind of means, because in the end, people are not agreeing with the differences, so they take on to another level where likely turn out for be war. But during that war, or during the war, it end up again on the table because the war never ends on the front line. It ends on the table. But now where some begin to prevail over the other, just like the same war we talk about the RUF war against the government. The RUF waged a war against a rotting political system. Now, don't tell me this was SLPP, of course, which is most likely the culprit because they were in opposition then, and no can twist me sort of mindset by saying, oh, it was the APC who was in power, the defense against themselves, knowing fully well where the war emanated from. And due to studies, we understand the conditions. And I say the system was rotten. We had a broken state, and nothing could happen from within, so it had to happen from without. Of course, the same people then go under and undermine them, so that it's not possible for certain people. And they are in different interests. But that was then. I mean, we don't make the arguments there. How do we move forward? Waiting have been the advice of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee. Have we lived up to those obligations where we sign up to? Do we compromise with humanity, and allow this vexatiousness 30 years on for still hold we on, chain we to insanity, to inhumanity, okay? Does it have to be like the Old Testament, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? Does it have to be the biblical interpretation of Amalek, kill the children, kill, because if you don't, they will come back? Do we have to go down that path? How do we properly reconcile? How do we make up? These are the questions for Sierra Leoneans as we try to forge a path, forget a sober, proper republic in which the people then will enjoy unity, freedom, and justice. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a TNN TV Media Empire production. My name is Prince Emil Krumah. Until we catch up again, which I believe is going to be very, very soon, please like, follow our programs, and thank you. God bless the country. God bless us all. Bye.